Hello and welcome. In this video, we will learn about for each loop. Okay, so there is one more variation of for loop called as for each loop, and we will learn that in this video. Okay, but before we learn that, let us look at the answer for the exercise that I had given you in the previous video. Okay, so I had asked you to modify this so that no matter how many elements you add or delete from this array, you must get an output. Okay, so I hope you have solved it. I will be very happy if you have solved it or written program for it. But all you need to do is write age dot length minus 1. Okay, so age dot length gets you the length of the array, and minus 1 gets you the value of index. So you know that index starts from 0, correct? So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So even though 8 elements are there, index is maximum till 7. Correct? Index is maximum till 7, or index value will be 1 less than the number of elements in an array. Correct? So here in this example, age dot length will get you 8 because we have 4 and 4, 8 elements. So 8 minus 1 is 7. 8 minus 1 is 7. So for int I equal to 7, and this will proceed as normal. Okay, so let us run it, and we get this. Let me add few more, 33 and 75 and 12. So let me run it, and I get everything perfectly. So it starts from 12. Let me delete this. Okay, let me delete this much, and let me run it, and I get 4 output properly. Okay, so this is how you can modify the for loop to get result properly every single time. Okay, yes. So now let me modify this for normal iteration from for. Okay, so I'll say for I equal to 0, I less than, right, I less than, what is it, age dot length. Okay, age dot length, and I plus plus. All right, so let me run it, and I get 21, 34, 54 and 22. Okay, now this is by using for loop, normal for loop. Now instead of using for loop to iterate through all the values one by one, we also have an option to use for each loop. Okay, for each loop. So let me comment this out. All right, let me comment this out too. Okay, yeah, let me comment this out, and let me show you how for each works. So let me enter here. Yeah, for each works. So for each starts with the word for itself. Okay, for itself, and inside brackets we need to type something. We'll do that later, do not worry. And curly brackets to mention the body. What do we want to do every single time? We want to print the value or elements of the array, correct? So I'll say system dot out dot print ln, and here something. All right, something. We'll see what this is later. So basically inside the body of for loop we have the same thing. So if you see here and here, it is same. All right, now what goes in for each loop is a variable. All right, a variable. So here you need to create a new variable. So let us do that. Int num. Alright, int num. So why is it int? Because we have integer values here. Integer values. So if you are iterating through integer values, you have to create an integer variable, and num is the name of the variable. So you can take any name. Alright, I have used num, that's all. You can use any name, and separated by a colon is the name of the array. Alright, so separated by the colon is the name of the array, and inside this will be the name of this variable. Okay, this variable. So now let me run it and see the result I get. So I get the same result. Okay, so let me add one more to show you that it works. So I have added 44. So let me run it, and I can see I have 44. So now let me tell you how this works. What we are saying is, in the age array, start from first element. Store that first element in this variable num and print it out. So in the first iteration, 21, the element value 21 from age array will be stored in num and it will be printed out. In the second iteration, 34 element from the age, what is age? Age is array. From age array will be stored in num and it will be printed out. In the third iteration, 54 element from the age array will be stored in num and it will be printed out. And this will continue till the end. Okay, so you don't have to worry about adding or deleting elements. You can add as many elements as you want. You can delete as many as you want. That doesn't affect this at all. And you don't have to write any special codes to take care of it. So you don't have to use length. Okay, you don't have to increment it. You don't have to start from 0th index number. You don't have to do that. Or in other words, you don't have to do all these. This will take care of all these things. Okay, for each loop takes care of everything. So when you use for each loop, this is for each loop. When you use for each loop, the iteration starts from first element and moves till last element. And every single time, each element will be stored in this array, and the operation which we mentioned in the body will be carried out. So here in this case we are just printing it, that's all. So each one after the other, each element will be stored and printed out. Alright, so that is how for each loop works. Okay, so basically we have reduced this to this, and this is pretty simple when you compare it with this, correct? So this is simple than this. Alright, yes, so that's it for this video, a very small topic. In the next video we will see the things that we can do with an array. Okay, so go ahead and practice the things that we have learnt in this video. I'll see you in the next video. Till then, take care and thank you for watching.